Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, now in this video we are continuing our order management. So guys, in previous video, as we have seen that we have fetched all our orders details, whatever we have done till now. And now guys, for each order we have multiple items. Okay, and this order, what is the correct address, everything, addresses and all, which we have stored in our database, like over here, as you can see. So guys, we want to show that, right? So for that, now let us start with this. So when we click on view, that time this order view page should be created, and then view all the details for it. So guys, let's get started with that. So I'm going to click on this. So once you see this view button, what I have done over here, you can see this is the order view I have given, and the order ID I have called it. As you can see that same ID is fetched for this table data. Okay, so let me now click on this view, and you can see that URL has been changed to order view. So let us just copy this, and now let's create a route for it. So first step, let's go to routes. So web.php you can find there, and now we will continue over here, mention route get function with this paste order view, where / you are going to pass the order ID. So you will just say ID over here, and then you have to call the controller, right? So in previous video we have made this controller also, and now we will follow with this order controller only at view order, we will just say. Okay, so let us create a function in this order controller over here. So let us type public function, where order view controller we have to provide, and then we have to find that ID. So order view over here, I am going to call the order underscore ID. So this order underscore ID is coming from here, this ID, right? So this is the order ID which we are going to get. Done. So let us just call this order ID, and what we have to do, take this order ID, we have to search in that. So first let us type if condition, if someone messes with it. So we will tell order model colon where condition will give, and we'll tell ID comma order ID dollar order ID with exist function we are use this. So if it is there, we will tell that found, else here you can return and redirect back with status. Okay, so those status will mention as over here as no order found. Done. And now guys, what we will do, as you know that we are going to fetch, so before fetching we will design the page first. So let's create that order. So inside admin we have order folder. Inside, let's mention in this single quote, inside order page we are going to create a view page. So let us copy and create a view. Okay, so let me scroll it down where resource views admins. So inside admin I am going to follow my order folder. Inside order we will create a file with view.blade.php, enter, and this is the file created. So guys, now same thing, I'm going to import all this extension and modules. So let us just follow up with that. Let's go one step back, and then let's copy this, simple, and paste. We don't need much things, but we will few contents. Like I'll just get this card body, paste, and yep. Okay, done. So now let me just load this page. You can find it's still loading. Okay, exist, that is spelling is wrong, so it is showing the wrong function. Where is our order controller? Exists, yes, we have to add that. So let us refresh this once again and you can see the output. Okay, so this page has been loaded now. So over here we will mention that our view page. Okay, order view, and let's reload. And so it's confirmed now that it is a order view table. So guys, now what we have to get, those details are nothing but the items you are storing, the items. Okay, so I'll just show you order items. Let's clear it. Okay, so inside order ID we have number one, two orders. Okay, so this order one has these two products, right? So these two products should be fetched over here. So before that, I'll just show you one structure and design about the customer details and the number of orders he has placed and the grand total about it. So I'll just design and show you guys, because the video will be extended. So for that we will design and show the output. So now our design is ready. As you can see that we have order details and ordered items, and then your customer details for this single ID order, right? So in previous video we have learnt about fetching this, right? So as you can see that, let us just, design is completed. So now guys, we will fetch all the details in this. Like I have just given a dummy data over here, so we will display according to whatever we require. So let us get back to the code, and we were here, right? And now in this we have to pass the datas. So those datas we are taking from the order controller as we have created it, and pass the let's create a variable called orders is equal to your order model colon where find, with this find which we are passing the order ID. So order ID is nothing but 1. So that order ID we are passing here, and then we have to pass this variable. So let us use compact function. Let us remove this compact function to pass the variable. So let us copy these orders and place here. That's it. So let's move on to this page, order view page. Just now we created at over here. This is the page view. So in this order details we are storing the tracking number. So as you know that we have already the data. So let us click on the orders table. So you can find that tracking number, message mode. So those details we will copy and paste. Whatever data you require, you can put it over there. So let me just copy this variable name and call with that passed variable. So $orders hyphen your tracking number. So this is how we can display all the data of order details. So tracking number I have given, and the tracking message is required. So if the tracking message is updated, that time it should accept, or else it should not accept. So let us pass that $orders is equal to your tracking message in the variable. We can, in the table we can find this as tracking underscore message, where we will check in isSet function, and we will use ternary operator to check the output. So if it is true, we will tell yes it is found, or else not found. So same thing, you can print this. So let us just copy this, and here is that place, and here you can give the comment. Let us just tell as nothing updated. So we can just mention whatever suitable to your application. So let us just give that, and let us see. Okay, so nothing updated, data has come because there is no value in this, right? So now the payment mode, let us fetch. Like that we have to fetch everything. So let us just copy this, Control C, and payment mode. Payment mode we are going to get is payment mode. Let us copy this, we are already stored that. And then payment status. So over here payment status, so guys we have to call everything. I will set now this payment status is nothing but like the payment is failed or not. So let us browse and check over here. So what is that actually it is. So you can find that payment status 0, 2 and 1, 2, 2, right? So how it is we are setting this actually. So it's depend on your payment by Razorpay or rather Stripe. So we have done this already in our controller. So idea about it. So I'll just show you. Where's our controller? Let's go to our checkout controller. Over here in the beginning we have made the rules for it. So these are the rules which we are going to follow. So let me just go back and paste over here. So whatever the payment status will be, you will be able to find it over here. Okay, so these things should be updated. Let's comment and let's say COD 1 means paid, 0 means pending, and Razorpay successful means it will be 2, or if it is failed means 3, and Stripe success means it will be value 4 and then 5. So in that format, so Stripe is paid by Stripe, so this will be as actually 4. So the data has come wrong from while ordering it, so make sure you're setting that. Done. And now you have to give a if condition in that format to show. So that will be like at if, then again else if. We have to check that. So those data will be checked by the method of this payment status underscore status. So let us tell dollar orders hyphen payment underscore status. So this value we have to call this, and then we will check this is double equal to 0. So 0 means we will mention as pending, and then again is equal to means 1 means successful, which is cash on delivery, paid, and then again copy, paste. So same way you have to paste for everything, right? So if it is 2 means here we will tell as Razorpay successful, here we will say failed, and this will be as 3. So same way you can follow up with that. 5, here you can tell us Stripe, and then final at and if, where we can tell us failed. Done. Save and reload the page. So we will be getting all the details as per, right? So payment mode cash on delivery and payment status still pending. So cash on delivery pending also you can mention, instead of pending you can tell COD hyphen pending. So this method you can show the data. So guys, now I will fill up all this payment ID and all. So payment ID also will be like you can use this is set with the ternary operator, where we will be showing that it is not done like that. Let's paste this, and here instead of tracking we are going to get as payment underscore ID, payment underscore ID. So let us copy this. If it is available you can tell, or else it is like cash on delivery. Okay, cash on delivery payment, you can mention that. No ID, you can mention like this. That's it. Let's refresh and check. So payment ID you are getting, cash on delivery payment, no ID. So same way you have to fetch. So let us fetch this order status also. So order status is nothing but you are going to get, that is over here. So order status is like you'll be getting completed or cancelled or updated, right? So let me make the rule over here for it. So as usual, we are going to make a rule called 0 is equal to pending. So it is pending now, and 1 is equal to completed, and 2 is equal to rejected or cancelled. So now we have till this. So guys, we are going to comment this and we can call this order status over here. So same method, we will just copy this and I will just edit with it. So 3-step is available. So over here in this 3-step, I'm going to paste and called end if order status. So this order status name is nothing but order underscore status. So let us just paste that over here. Instead of payment status, we will tell us order underscore status. So let us copy this and paste it again. So 1, 2. So 0 means it is told as pending, and second will be as completed, and the third one will be known as rejected or cancelled. So if it is cancelled means you have a cancellation reason also, right? So those cancel reasons are available here. So let me just refresh and show you the output for it. So let's show you. Okay, so it is pending right now, and then one order status and one cancel reason. So I suppose in future you are getting a reason like to cancel it, so that time you will be displaying the cancel reason over here. So let me just copy this isset function and tell paste and call the cancel reason name, which is cancel underscore reason, cancel underscore reason. So let us copy this and paste it over here. So if it is cancelled, it will show, or else it will tell that no, not cancelled. And here we are missing a spelling mistake, RESON. Let's copy this and here paste. That's it. Let's reload this page, and yep guys, so not cancelled, right? So double C is there, NCLA, cancelled. So guys, now in next video we are going to continue about this order items, because this video is already extended a lot, and now we will see about has many relationship in next video, where you can fetch from this table, order table, from with the help of this order table you are going to fetch all the data of order items. So let's see you in next video.